Hello YouTube, Jenny here, the Yarn Crafter, coming out today with a hopefully short video for a couple whips I have on the go. Now the first one is a project I'm working on from my Head to Toe Winter Knits. 100 quick and easy accessories to knit. And here's the cover of the book. Now I did go on to Amazon and it is available there. I don't know where else you could find it, but I know it is available on Amazon. I won this book originally, so I don't know where it was originally purchased from. Now, the project that you guys had picked in my last poll for me to make is the penguin boot cuffs. Now, these are so adorable. I love them. I think they're so cute, but here's what they look like. You can see how you wear them. Now the blue, like the light blue that's in these, mine's a little darker blue. But hey, you use what you've got or what you can get, right? So I am almost done the first one of the graph charts. And here is my progress so far on these boot cuffs. I hope you guys can see those okay. And there's 4 little penguins per boot cuff. I think they are so cute. I was hoping to have them done before I decided to do this video, but I knew I wanted to do the video early, and I'm at the part for the next row of the graph to add in the yellow again. But right now the skein is in project number 2 I will be showing you. So I gotta put this on hold for a moment, finish what I'm doing on the other one so I can access my yarn from it and continue on with these. Now these are made, like the last boot cuffs I made, you can wear them either straight or folded over the boot. So you gotta have them go up your leg and in your boot, or in your boot and over your boot. This one is in your boot, over your boot style. I will show it and hopefully describe it a little better when I have one done. Now, there is a current poll up in my community tab. And if you haven't and you would like to, you can go over and put a vote in. There's 3 projects listed right now for whatever I'm going to make when these are done. Now, I don't care which one wins. I'm going to be making hopefully the whole book. But for my entertainment, it's always neat to see what you guys pick for me to make next. So right now, like I said, I'm working on the boot cuffs. Who knows what my next project will be. So that is project 1 I'm working on. Project 2 I'm working on. It's a fun one as well. Like, I enjoy making blankets. That's one of my passions with crochet, especially when it's a pretty simple pattern, mindless, thoughtless type patterns. And I participate in a group, Judy's Witchcrafts, I believe it's called. I will try to share her link down below in the description box. But I've been involved in her group now for 3 or 4 years. And this time around, it's only for 3-month make along, but there's going to be 6 photos to choose from. And you try to draw your colors from the photos she's sharing with us, aka photos of signs that she's taken. And I've got week 1 done. It was the picture that had the color was a picture of a lime. Now, I will admit my green is not really a limey color, but that's the green I was able to get my hands on. And then the second sign picture she showed us, which was released today, was I believe it was when her and her husband was in Australia, she said. And there were signs all over the place, more saying no kangaroos, no kangaroos, no kangaroos allowed kind of thing. And it was a lot of those diamond warning signs, street sign type idea pictures, and a lot of yellow. So there's the yellow I'm using. And as you can see, it's a corner to corner. Because I thought, okay, what am I going to make this round? And like I said, I always try to make a blanket if possible. And when I heard it was only going to be 6 colors or 6 photos to choose from, so for 3 months, I thought, okay, let's go over to my DIY site that I like to use. And I did pulled up a size chart for blankets. And for a baby blanket, they said it should be 30 inches by 30 inches, roughly. So I thought, okay, that will work perfect because I'm doing 6 colors. So 3 inches across the bottom and 3 inches up the side, right? Or 30 inches either way. So 3 colors, each 10 inches. So that's how I'm doing it. And then I'm hoping to do like a white border around the edge of maybe single crochets and then do like a shell stitch or something because I really like the shell stitch. But that is my other project on the go. And right now I'm 1, 2, 3. I've done 5 rows of the yellow, and each section for the first 10 inches, it worked out to be 12 like rows. And of course, they get longer and longer till you get to the midway point, and then they get shorter and shorter. But those are the colors I've chosen so far. I think they work really well together. And now I will admit the green yarn is the Burnett Super Value yarn, and it's a size 4 weight yarn, 100% acrylic. It is very soft, very drapey. Now, unfortunately, the yellow I've got is the Loops and Thread Soft Classic, and it's also a 4 weight, 100% worsted weight yarn, but it's a little more dense, a little more thick. But I don't think it's going to make much of a difference in the blanket, really. So that's what I'm working with. And like I said, I got to get this done, the 12 rows, so they can snip off the yellow to add to the boot cuffs. So those are my whips. And like I said, hopefully I'll remember to add Judy down below. It's always fun because like I like I said, participated in her make-alongs for a while now. And the last one I did, which was in 2024, she would share, it was photos of, oh, I know what it was last year. She'd taken photos and she'd entered them into a program she was using. And on one side of the display example piece would have the photo. And on the other side, it would draw out 7 colors, so like a color swatch. And you had to pick at least minimum of 2 colors each photo. And I did the granny square, like small granny squares, and then joined them with the off-white in strips, and then joined the strips together and did the border. And I did that early on last year, and I do have videos out for it. Another one she did, which I think was, she would tell us about different places. It was called a staycation or something like that, I believe. And I was going off of the flowers for said places we went to kind of thing, because like we didn't really go to these places. We were kind of traveling to these places in our mind kind of thing. And I decided to pick the flowers for each location. And I did a chevron blanket. I was hoping to have that pulled up actually so I could have shared it in this video, but I forgot. Hopefully I'll remember it next week, or I may pin a link down below in the comments section if you want to see how that one turned out. And then we did one where she did record covers. Okay, so I'll go back to that staycation, or the staycation was the granny, or yeah. Last one was the color swatch, and it was the granny square. The staycation one was, I did on the flowers, I did a chevron. Now, when I got to the halfway point for the chevron pattern, I doubled the height of what it was going to be, and it was going to be a really weird size shape. So I decided in the center section, I did a solid section of black. So it ended up doubling the length of what it was going to be, and it turned out real cute. And like I said, hopefully I'll share a link down below of both those pictures of both blankets I made. Then I know the one prior to that she did was album covers. Like her son, or I believe it was, picked out different vinyl record albums they owned, and would draw colors from it. And for that one, I thought I did a blanket for it, but I think I started it and I didn't like it. So I ended up doing smaller projects for each one of the albums. And that was a cute one to work on too. I had fun with it. But I like doing the blankets because they're great little items. Now this blanket, when it is finished, because it doesn't have a home it's going to, I'm not making it for anyone particular. I will probably put it up in my community tab for sale, more or less for the cost of the shipping and maybe a few bucks towards the price of the project itself. So keep an eye out for that. I will definitely keep you guys posted. I can ship Canada and US only. So I do have a friend that's in New Zealand, and I'm sorry, sweetie, I can't ship to you because I could just imagine what that would cost for me to ship it. But this blanket will probably be up for sale. Anyways, that is it for my whips. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my short video. I know my friend Joe over at Have At It, I believe, is going live this afternoon with a sit and crafting, and I'm hoping to join her. I'll have the corner to corner section of the yellow done, so I won't be working on that. I'll be working on my boot cuffs. Now, as you see, there's no Sophie's Universe blanket this week. I haven't touched her. I have not put a single stitch into her. I showed her last week. And then Friday, I did all those FO videos, or for the videos, for all my finished objects, and I've done a lot of items. And this week, like, I did get more yarn for her. Not like I needed the yarn right now to finish that blanket, but I kind of, set my focus towards all my make-alongs right now. And then I think once I get the C2C blanket done, this section, which should be today, and then my cuffs, I'm thinking will be a couple days, but I'm also working in another group in Facebook and doing it make-alongs. And I know the next one is like an ear warmer headband type thing, and I haven't really gone through my stash to think what yarn I'm going to use for it. So I gotta look at that pattern a little more and see the recommended size. So I may have that project on the go as well. And it's a really cute stitch. So you never know. I might be working on that one later today, or I might be working on the boot cuffs in the live. But if you can come and join us, we'd love to have you. Anyways, I'm going to end it here. And again, thank you guys for stopping by. And like I said, if you don't mind, please go hit up that poll in my community tab. It's going to stay open until whatever Friday I show the finished boot cuffs, and then that's when I'll announce the new project. Bye for now, everybody.